Yo, 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 what's good, Joe? Welcome back to another edition of Manga After Dark. It's been a minute. It's been a 3 week break since the last chapter of One Piece. School's been going pretty well. It's the end of my fifth year, the PhD. So I'm just been grinding away at the lab work, trying to get as much done by the end of the school year. Because next year will be my last year here. So just keeping my nose to the grindstone, as they say. But if I'm here and you're here, Pirate Hour is amongst us. So chapter 11, 12 of One Piece is out. So without further ado, let's dive in. Shout out to TCBScans again for being the realest pirate to the high seas. I know this story's about the Straw Hat Pirates, but TCBScans are the true pirate kings of the world. So without further ado, let's dive into chapter 11, 12 of One Piece, Hard Aspect. So translator notes, translator letter, parting gift. So I guess so hard. So it's either hard aspect or parting gift is the title of the chapter. We'll see what the Viz say. So the cover we got Kinemon and Yamamoto. Yamamoto's holding, I'm guessing that's Odin's journal. So Only Child Yamamoto. Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 3. Consider this parting gift payment for a favor I must ask of you. Oh. So translator note in this. Oh, so sorry. I read the translator note for the caption. So the translator note for the title: in astrology, an aspect refers to the angels formed by planets in relation to each other on a birth chart or horoscope wheel. Interesting. So this is about the Gorosei. Noted. So parting gift. So what could Yamato ask of Kinemon? So like I'm pretty sure this should end with Yamato leaving Wano. So I'm curious to see how this entails, but let's dive into the chapter. The onslaught continues. So we see a bunch of fire and explosions. We got the marine ships that are surviving. Some are already been sunk by the giants. They're on the shore. The Mark III Pacifista have all been incapacitated. Don't let up. Keep firing. We can't let Emperor Straw Hat's crew escape. So the Marines are all rallying because all the Mark III's been taken down by Venus Jiro. It'll be a disaster if Jewelry Bonnie gets away. So you see the Mark III's on the ground. And we got Venus Jiro. Look, oh, wait a minute. Venus Jiro looking saucy. Let's go. So he has the black flame scarf around him in his centaur hybrid form. It's a Venus Jiro. She is no more than a little 12-year-old girl. And you gave her the power to eradicate entire nations? Let's go. Your defiance is as foolish as it is insolent, Vegapunk. And Venus Jiro's dashing onward. So we got a giant. Let's hurry back to the ship. Well, I think it's Omon and Kashi. Yeah, some scary looking guys just arrived. So there's cannons shooting into Egghead, and you see the buildings are getting destroyed. Stop them from setting sail. Target the ship from Elbaf and sink it. Good luck with that. Get to the northeastern fronts on the double. So we got Red King and Frankie are about to clash. Frankie, out of the way. Red King, I'm not letting you through. Steam. And then Frankie, strong. Oh, okay. Right. He fodderized this man. He broke his arm, busted his. He broke his jaw. Eyes widened out. Wait, this is a Frankie. This is a legit vice admiral. This ain't some rinky dink. Like, I didn't expect Frankie to be able to do this. Never mind. Nah, I take that back. Like, if he could fight Sasaki 1v1 and Frankie low key handles Sasaki pretty fairly. Like, Frankie didn't really struggle against Sasaki, so this doesn't surprise me. I take that back. A flying six member should be like an extreme diff for a vice admiral, and Frankie kind of handles Sasaki pretty smoothly. He didn't really struggle that much, so nah, never mind. This is should be expected. Oh no, he should Frankie be able to one shot this dude though? Like him winning, yes, but a one shot like this is kind of I don't know. Frankie feats. I guess as a for a Yonko crew, Frankie is the yeah. So the monster trio. So I'm removing Luffy from the monster trio because Luffy is on his own tier as the Yonko captain of the crew. So we got Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei is the next three in power. And after that, yeah, I'm pretty sure Frankie is the next one. So he's like the equivalent, I guess, of like the oven of the crew. Yeah. If oven one shotted this dude, would it really startle me that much? Probably. I don't know. This is still kind of crazy for Frankie to one shot a vice admiral like this. Red King go. Hey Giants, take care of my dad. So that's Bonnie. You bet. And Bonnie's jumping up. Brace yourself, Julie Bunch. These are another Vice Admiral's jumping towards her. You stupid, miserable brat. We're not going to let you keep a single one of our war machines. Then Bonnie touches the guy's face. Uh-oh. He's not a weapon. Huh? Why do they say he's not a weapon? I'm confused by that statement. That's not Bonnie saying that. Oh, they're talking about Kuma. That's my bad. So when they say that's Bonnie being angry because they're calling Kuma a machine, or the pacifistas that look like Kuma a machine. I get it. So we're not gonna let you keep a single one of our war machines. Uh-oh. He's not a weapon. So she turned the dude into the vice admiral into a kid. My daddy is a hero, you cleft-chinned geezer. And she kicks the kid in the face. Wah! This is hard to watch. Stop it. And there's another vice admiral. That's low-key pretty smart. Turning him to a kid to weaken his defenses, then kicking him. Genius. Labostratum. I totally forgot about the videos playing Labostratum. Aren't you going to drink that Vega coffee of yours? Don't tease me, Shaka. It's too hot. You know my tongue's as sensitive as a cat's, said Vegapunk. There's only 4 minutes now, Stella. So this is Shaka replying. There's only 4 minutes now, Stella. The Vegapunk sip og. This is definitely the same room. So this is Marcus Mars. Then this is Atlas. Not Atlas. What the hell is her name? God damn it. Let me look this up. It's gonna bother me. York. There we go. The news is gonna come to me. York. So York, there's no doubt this is where it was filmed, but hyper beam. So a giant energy blast of some sort. Whoa. Wait a second. Don't do anything crazy, said York. So then fucking Marcus Mars, Stella, there's not enough time. So this is still the video playing. See, you didn't stop Diddley Squat. This is York replying. but we can cool the coffee down if we use thermoelectric device. To alternate the. If I were Stella, I'd have made sure the broadcast snail was well hidden. So that's York responding. Then Marcus Mars. Then I shall continue until the entire lab is vaporized. York. That would be a mistake. The second floor of Building B is dedicated to weapons development, and the first floor houses the power station. Not only that, but the third floor of the building stores a number of high pressure gas cylinders. If you damage any of those, the resulting explosion will blow punk records to smithereens. Then think of the. Then Marcus Mars replies. Then think of a solution. You satellites all share an identical thought process, correct? York, of course I know exactly how to stop this. Besides, we don't want to rack up any more sins. Sins? Our relationship is already troubled enough. Marcus Mars looks, he's like intrigued, or there's something about that statement that caught his attention. Marcus Mars, I sensed the voice of a small life from above. You mean Punk Records? Don't tell me. Oh, was this observation hockey? Maybe that was observation hockey. Yeah. Or voice of all things? I sense a voice of a small life form from above. You mean from above Punk Records? Don't tell me he hid the snail there. So Marcus Mars is looking up and he's flying upwards. It'll be one of the broadcast snails we recently finished developing. They're shaped like this, with a sort of triangular shell. So York is holding her hands like this. Marcus Mars, where is the entrance? And he's flying upwards. Then we got Stussy, huff, huff. What a relief. It's gone. I guess it wasn't interested in us. Oh, I totally forgot they're right there. That feeling is mutual. What in the blue blazes was that monster? Going off of what we overheard, I think it's one of the five elders, she replied. Then Kaku, go figure, what a repulsive transformation. So why are you still here? Did your new pals leave you high and dry? I'd be downright heartbroken if it weren't for your own recent double cross. Then she responded, I decided to stay of my own volition. Someone needed to be here to carry out this final mission. And Kaku was like intrigued. Hang on, we're just gonna leave Stussy behind? There's no helping it. That darn barrier has to be lowered. Oh, she's pulling a freaking what's his name? God damn it, Impel Down, Bon Clay. Jesus Christ. So Stussy's wants to, is gonna someone has to lower the barrier so they all can leave. So she's gonna stay behind and do it. Hang on, we're just gonna leave Stussy behind. There's no helping it. That darn barrier has to be lowered. The instant the ship attempts its big escape. And mind you, the Frontier Dome can only be disarmed from the command tower. The lady wanted to do it herself. So this is Edison talking to Robin, Chopper, Nami. We can only respect that and show our gratitude by getting out of here alive. Nami, of course, we won't waste this chance to escape, but Robin, the thing is, how are we meant to cover the distance that Vega Force 1 was originally going to fly us? That's the real head scratcher here, Nico Robin. According to my calculations and all conventional wisdom, we're 100% guaranteed to crash and burn. Seriously? Usopp, guys, I finished loading the coupe de burst. We can take off towards the sea the second Zoro and the others get aboard. If we don't make it, we'll have to improvise and rely on everyone's power. Let's give it our all. Edison, ahaha, wowee, this sure is a rowdy crew. They say miracles happen 'cause guts triumph overall, and love that theory. even if I even if I am a scientist. Forgot he's a country bumpkin. So Edison's flying downwards. Edison, what are you doing? I'm going to make sure your ship reaches the ocean. Trust me. Projected damage is 78%. Hmm? Edison! What? He crashes into the barrier. An explosion. I ain't dying. Not yet. What is he doing? A terrible vortex is emanating from the island. Oh, so he got Jupiter. He's like sucking stuff up. Wow, yeah. What power? It's sucking us in. Got that super suck. We're not we're not getting anywhere. So Dory and Brogy are trying to run away. Same thing with Luffy, and they're being pulled back by the vortex. Damn it! If you're so hungry, so Luffy's grabbing a building. If you're so hungry, he breaks the building. Try chewing on this building, and he pushes the building towards Jupiter. And the building smacks Jupiter in the face. Yow! Yeah, ba ba ba. This is a real thrill. Luffy's out of energy. He's wheezing. I'm beat. What the straw hat? You look like an old man. I'm all out of food and power. They go food. What's some wait, want some of our honkrel? Hockrel? So they're feeding Luffy. Blah. What's this smell? Fermented shark. It's an emergency ration from Elbath. Gah ba ba ba. It may stink, but it's tasty. Luffy's back to strength. Whoa, that hit the spots. Yeah, yeah, your body's so expressive. You're back to normal. He's buff. So I think that's Warcrease charging towards him. Yeah, the boar's charging. Gear third. Uh oh. Gum gum. Red rock, and he smacks Warcree on the top of his head. Gear third. Luffy's hand is hurting, and it looks like it's on fire. Luffy, ow! How hard is this guy's skin? Luffy's like yelling in pain, and his hand is throbbing. And Warcree's getting angry. He's just glaring even more menacingly at Luffy. Labostratum back entrance. Yeah! No. It's Saturn. Stab. Hey, hey, hang on. Whoa, what the world? Who goes there? It looks like a crab, said Chopper. No. Northeast, the Giants. Oog. This panel's beastly. Venus Giro in silhouette form, with the sword out, blood leaking, looking menacingly. A giant in the background. I think all the giants, because they said the giants plural. So Venus Giro went directly to where Bonnie is. Punk Records, Labostratum. There's only one more minute, Stella. I know, I know. This Marcus Mars. This must be it. It seems fortune did not favor you this time, Vegapunk. Gurgle, gurgle. Then Marcus Mars gurgle. Then the thing is gurgling. Front cover color spread next issue, and he's looking forward. What's the gurgling? Is this the snail gurgling, or is that supposed to be something? Is that another something in that room? I don't think that's Marcus Mars. That's interesting. I'm confused by the gurgling sound. That part's throwing me off. Um, that's a pretty dope chapter. Jesus, the Gorosei strikes back. That's the title of the fucking reaction. The Gorosei strikes back. So Edison flies down, crashes into the barrier. Not certain what he's planning on doing. Still sees staying behind to lower the barrier. Um, and York, because Marcus Marx originally wanted to destroy the whole place, but York told him not to. So now that York mentioned that the explosion will destroy Punk Records, that has to happen now, doesn't it? This now seems like the Straw Hats are going to get chased off of Egghead. They don't have enough fighting power. The Gorosei seems like they're like legit. Like, so all right, the big debate, the power scaling, because like power scaling is fun. So like, I don't take this stuff too seriously. So I love these power scaling debates as long as they're not like stupidly toxic for no reason. Like some of the Zoro Sanji stuff is just dumb, and I just can't listen to any of it. Like some of the Shanks Mihawk stuff is dumb. I just can't like the story's clearly telling us Shanks is like the top guy. So like the idea that like Mihawk is secretly stronger, I don't like. Why are we doing this? But generally speaking, power scaling discussions are fun. Okay, so like a lot of people are like doing the Gorosei or Yonko level. Why the hell have they just not shut stuff down? And the retort is always because they're not concerned with pirates, they're concerned with other stuff. Sure, but pirates are directly trying to ruin their stuff. Like that's my biggest thing. If the Gorosei are legit this powerful, the royal government has hitters like this on their side. The Gum Gum Fruit just shouldn't have fell. They should have not lost the Gum Gum Fruit. It makes no sense. Like it just doesn't. And the moment they see any human with with rubbery abilities, they should just smoke that dude. The idea they allow Luffy to exist makes no freaking sense. That's Oda's cardinal sin. It makes no sense for him to immediately not just order Kizaru to smoke Luffy. The moment they hear rubber powers, they should have said, "Admiral, go kill that guy." That's it. End of story. That's all they needed to do. Akainu, kill that guy. Kizaru, kill that guy. Aokiji, kill that guy. That's legit. That's what the idea that they're this powerful. They're just chilling in a room as their kingdom is slowly getting eroded through time. Makes no sense. Like they could have been shut this stuff down, especially with the poneglyphs. They realize the poneglyphs tells the secrets that they're trying to keep hidden. Anyone that finds more than one poneglyph should have got smoked. Because apparently very few people find poneglyphs in the One Piece world. So it's not like that to like constantly kill people. Like there's only like a small portion of pirates that know about poneglyphs. So it's not like it's a big thing to keep a rap on. So I'm like, alright, if y'all this nice, y'all should have smoked some of these dudes a long time ago. Like for real, like it doesn't make sense for y'all to be this nice. I expect them to be good, powerful, but not like Yonko powerful. Like for all five of them to be Yonko-ish, that's kind of wild. Like for Gear 3 to do nothing to War Curry. This is Gear 3 post Wano. Think about the amount of amps Luffy has gone through in Wano, and his Gear 3 attack did nothing. Nothing. It did nothing to this man. Like maybe there's some blood there if you look at the panel of the impact. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe when War Curry turns back into his human form, he might have a wound there. Maybe. But it seems like Luffy's the one that took damage from that attack. So if a Gear 3rd Luffy, if a Gear 3rd attack does nothing. A Red Rock, by the way. This is not just any old Gear 3rd attack. Oh, that's why his hand was on fire, because it's Red Rock. That's why. Because during the reaction, I was confused about why his hand was on fire while it was in pain. Because it was Red Rock and his hands on fire during Red Rock. Noted. Red Rock put Kaido down. Like it didn't do any severe damage to Kaido, but he did. There was some blood. Like Red Rock put Kaido on his ass. It did nothing. And this Red Rock is much stronger than the Red Rock Kaido took. Much stronger. Did nothing. So like, all right, they're this nice. They should have shut shit down a long time ago. Real talk. Like the idea that, and also, if they're this nice, Shanks ain't leaving that room. Like I remember people were like, all right, like even after the girls just started becoming combatants and Egghead, people are still saying, oh, like, especially when how Saturn was performing early in New York. Like, oh yeah, Shanks is walking out of that room if the fight happened. After this chapter, no, Shanks ain't walking out that room. He ain't. Shanks is the God King of the verse. He ain't 1v5ing these dudes. Nah, not happening. Shanks is definitely losing that fight. Which is why the girls here are just confident of letting him walk in because, yeah, Shanks ain't winning. If a Red Rock does nothing from Yonko Luffy, yeah, come on. Shanks ain't that much stronger than everyone in the verse. It ain't some All Might and everyone else from like My Hero type stuff. No, it ain't like that. But yeah, like this is a dope chapter. So you have Jupiter going to wait a minute. Alright, let's see these matchups. Are the Straw Hats legit gonna beat the Gorosei? That's alright. So Sanji, the last time you saw Sanji, where was he? I think he was skywalking up. I think that was the last time you saw Sanji. Or no, was he heading towards where Bonnie is? Huh. I'm about to see where Sanji. I have to check the last chapter. Let me check the last chapter to see where Sanji was. Because Zoro. So Zoro's near. So Zoro's on the somewhere on the clouds. Let's see. You saw Marcus Mars fly over. Same with Jinbei. So are we getting? Let's see. Yeah, so Jinbei is on that. Zoro and Jinbei are on that level where Marcus Mars was. So when Jupiter attacks, Zoro and Jinbei should be somewhere nearby at the very least when Jupiter gets up. So I'll cover that matchup. So Zoro and Jinbei plus Usopp, Nami, Chopper, Brook versus Jupiter. So Venus Jiro is going to where Bonnie is. And Sanji is somewhere in that vicinity. So Sanji, Frankie, Bonnie, plus whatever surviving giants will clash with Venus Jiro. And then Luffy's over there with Jupiter and Marcus Mars. Not Marcus Mars. The Jupiter and Warcree, and Marcus Mars is flying to the transponder snail. Huh. The pen of Saturn climbing up is dope. Interesting. So Zoro and Jim. So I don't know. So like, yeah, there's no way for like Zoro and Sanji to swap places. Sanji's running towards the coast, and Zoro's up there on the lateral stratum somewhere. So it'd have to be Zoro and Jinbei to intercept Garcia Saturn. Interesting. I would not expected that to be the cross matchup, Zoro and Saturn, or Zoro plus Jinbei and others versus Saturn. Maybe Zoro and Jinbei doesn't make it. Brook is there. Brook is strong. Usopp is stronger than we give him credit for. Nami has cotton, so that gives Nami a good boost. Chopper does stuff. Um, so interesting. Yeah, but yeah, it definitely has to be Zoro and Jinbei have to make it back for the Jupiter clash. I just don't think Brooke, Usopp, Nami, and Chopper could stop Jupiter. I just don't think that could happen. Same thing with Sanji has to show up for Venus Juro, because otherwise, yeah, like Bonnie is strong. Frankie just fodderized the Vice Admiral. Atlas is Atlas. Kuma's body could probably do stuff, but I just don't think they could handle Venus Juro without Sanji's help. And again, there's no way that this is the actual transponder snail for the message. It's definitely coming from Kamabaka or somewhere else. It's definitely not there. Because there's too much dragon in this arc for dragon not to play a role. The Parvision theory, I 1000% believe. I don't see any other reason for Dragon to be this much of a presence in the arc to actually do nothing in the arc. So either the message is coming from Kamabaka or Dragon is going to legit show up in some fashion. Because, again, he got too much panel time to never show up physically in Egghead. Or play a major role in Egghead, I should just say. So yes, I 1000 think that's gonna be the I can imagine this being a troll. Like the reason why, because if you look at Marcus Mars's eyes, they're like shaded over, and there's three dots coming from the speech. Usually that's from like astonishment or confusion, or some type of like what in the world is going on. So this could be a troll. Like he could be watching some weird troll footage, and that's why that's his reaction. He's like, wait a minute, this isn't the live footage, or maybe it's a Vegapunk screensaver of him laughing, where it's like, if you're watching this, that's because I got betrayed by whatever. Jokes on you. This is not actually where the message is coming from. I think that's why Mars's reaction is that way. The gurgling makes no sense, which is why I think this might be some type of weird troll. But Marcus Mars's reaction isn't the reaction of someone who succeeded in his mission. But we'll see next chapter. It doesn't look like there's going to be a break. That's good. But I'm glad Luffy wasn't out of energy for long. Like, they didn't waste time. He had some sharp meat. He was good to go. But yeah, Edison crashing through the barrier. That's interesting. He's going to get something. I'm not sure what he's going to get, but he's going to get something. Oh, the giant. I forgot about the Iron Giant. The Iron Giant's somewhere lurking here as well. But yeah, this was a really dope chapter of One Piece. It was a nice long break, but Oda came back with some heat. So let me know what y'all think about the chapter below. Make sure to like the video. Shout out to TCBScans. Subscribe to the Viz. So now I'm about to peep the reactions from some of the other people in the community, because I'm really curious about how the power scalers interpret some of these interactions, and also like, because of the stand culture in One Piece, who gets to fight which Gorosei informs the power of the Gorosei in the minds of the fan base. So like, people who thought Venus Juro was going to be Zoro's opponent, if you fight Sanji, then magically Venus Juro is going to be weaker for some reason than what we thought, because when he's going to fight Zoro, he's going to be second strongest. Oh, he's fighting Sanji? Maybe he's like the third or fourth strongest now. And then Sanji and Zoro's fighting Saturn, like, oh, Saturn's clearly the second strongest Gorosei the entire time. So we're going to see stuff like that if those matchups happen. Or even if it's like tag team, Zoro plus Jinbei and Sanji plus Frankie, then that'd be an interesting power scaling parallel. Because I would argue that the pro Sanji people argue that, oh, Zoro's clearly weaker than Sanji because Frankie's weaker than Jinbei. So Zoro plus Jinbei should be like a more powerful combination than Sanji plus Frankie. So that means Sanji's doing more of the heavy lifting because like you'll see stuff like that happen. You know it. So I'm looking forward to some of that cancer. A little bit of cancer and toxicity is good. Too much then it makes the shit unenjoyable. But it's all in good fun. But also shout for York for stopping Marcus Mars. Um, but yeah, this was a pretty interesting, pretty dope chapter. The Gorosei are striking back. The rumors of their demise. Ooh, Oda. The thickness in this chapter. My God. Wait a minute. What? Oda. What? Nami and Stussy. What? In York. Oda. Let me know what y'all think about the chapter below. Let me get out. Let me get out of here. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not. Peace out. Manga after dark out.